There we go. Is that working? Can everybody hear me? Right, we've got 2 seconds until it is here. I am absolutely buzzing for this. Oh, straight in. Let's have a look at what they're doing. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I got something stuck up my ass. There we go, that's better. Welcome back to Why Gaming. I am absolutely buzzing for this. This is going to be insane. I don't know how good it's coming through on your end. Hopefully good. I'm going to try not to waffle too much, but we're going to have a little bit of waffling.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Subnautica 2 launch showcase. I'm Danya, the community manager.
Hey Lucid, how you doing, man?
And I am extremely excited to have Point Crow here as my co-host. So say hello.
I'm hoping we get some more gameplay as well today.
Very excited to be here.
So, SZN Crank, hey, how you doing, man? Oh, wow, you're getting a Kawasaki ZX-10R. That's going to be good weather for it as well if you're in the UK.
Which is, I'm so excited to have you here as well to take everyone through this entire showcase. We have so much.
We better have some cool shit.
Everyone,
I love those like handheld propeller things.
As much fun. Make sure you've got a drink. Make sure you've got something to eat, some snacks, because
I've got a drink. I've got my coffee. Oh, it's green. Oh.
Oh. Crow's going to give you a quick overview of what we have coming up.
Yeah, we have.
There better be some good stuff.
Giveaways here. We have gameplay reveals. We have interviews with the developers, and we have drops to be won. There's so much more, and
there is some good stuff.
Yeah, and we are not going to leave you hanging. I know we said that we have the exclusive gameplay reveal here for the new gameplay trailer, so we are just
yes, mate, I will
dive straight into that one and give you our brand new gameplay.
How's that? Is that any better?
For Subnautica 2.
Oh, straight in. All right, nice. I'm going to be quiet whilst there's gameplay. Oh.
Welcome back, Pioneer. For the sake of all our sleeping
Awesome, nice one, Lucid.
Good luck.
Hey, Indominus, how you doing, man?
To talk about how we got here. All you need to know is it's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
Oh, dude, they look sick. It seems like there's a lot more collection tools than there was in the original.
We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe.
Oh.
But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go.
Stay away from the creepy tree of tits.
Forget Noah, forget Altera, forget the life you imagined.
I don't want to forget it.
It's all gone now. You're going to die here. And that's alright. Pick the most interesting thing you can see and explore.
I'm exploring.
Wouldn't that set you free?
Dude, the creatures look epic.
Where this mission will end.
Good, Indo. I'm glad you're doing alright, mate. Good. I'm alright, thanks, man. Been busy. Absolutely manic. 14th of May, 2026. But hopefully, we will get back on track. I'm probably going to try and do a stream a week. Probably on like a Monday or Tuesday night.
Every single time I watch that, I get chills. Like, it doesn't matter how many iterations of that trailer.
Definite chills there. That was pretty cool.
Love it every single time.
I just saw it for the first time. That was crazy. That was so good. I have so many things. I took notes.
Sorry, guys.
I'm ready to talk about it. Oh wow! Wow. I'm flabbergasted.
No, it's okay. What was the thing that kind of stood out the most to you from the trailer?
Well, first off, multiplayer, right? Like, how many people did I count there? Like, at least two, which is crazy. I saw beautiful updated graphics for all of it. There's the loose story with the VO there. That's a crazy. Forget.
Sorry
Altera,
about that, guys. There we go.
You're going to die here, and that's all right. And that's a crazy line. It's a bar. We have the return.
It does look like a nice place to die. I'm not gonna lie.
See that at the end of the trailer. There's eyes in the tree. There's this tree that's a very central object. Environment and everything that we're seeing here.
I'm just gonna swap something over quick. Sorry about that. I buggered that up. There we go. Bish bash bosh. And I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. That makes life much easier. There we go. Sorry about that, folks.
Amazing. Does Kara return? Like because you see the hand going inside of the thing that you create in the biosphere. Like that's so cool. And there's new bios and there's.
I'm looking forward to the new biomes, and especially the new creatures. They look mental.
I'm so glad. Like your reaction is basically even with like obviously going through development and getting to play the game like all the way through every single stage that it's been in, like even when I got to watch the gameplay trailer for the first time, like I got chills. All of the little bits that we have like teased in there for what you are getting in the first early access update, which
yes, Lucid, you know it, mate.
May 14th.
Everything's Resident Evil.
Close.
I'm trying to get my hands on
really
some Resident Evil models,
I
but
also
damn,
wanted
they're
to mention,
expensive.
too, the music in the trailer was beautiful. I think it brings the exact vibe that you guys are looking for, and I mean, I can't wait to dive into it.
Yeah,
Ben, I guess.
Ben Prunty's back. Yeah. Ben Prunty is back again from Below Zero, so he's back to do all of our Subnautica 2 music. Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh,
And
cool. So they got some of the original
14th,
musicians
May
back
14th,
to do some of that
early
stuff. I didn't know
access.
that.
Get it then.
What have we
I mean,
got?
I
5
can't
days
wait.
until the early access launch.
That's really soon, and I mean, I don't know what else to say here. It's just so I'm still like reliving the trailer in my mind.
Yeah, thankfully we are also going to pop it up on our YouTube channel, so if you want to watch it over and over and over again until it comes out, you are more
I
than
may
welcome
do that.
to do
We
that
will have a
once
full
we're all
video
done.
going over everything that's in this on Monday as well. Monday or Tuesday? The tadpole
Also,
looks sick.
There's a giveaway.
I want to know more
right?
about that.
We just watched the trailer, but there is a giveaway for everyone watching and everyone at home. If you want to win one of 60 Reaper Leviathan U2's plushies, that's right, a Reaper Leviathan plushie.
That is
all
cool.
you do is
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you enter that.
The link is on screen and also in chat, and if you complete all the instructions there, it'll be basically pretty easy for you to win one of these 60 Reaper Leviathan U2's plushies. I'm really excited for that. I want one right now.
So that's basically going to be one of those
they're
sign
really
in,
good.
follow every single
We
channel you
worked
get for each point.
really hard with
So-
U2s on all of our different
I'd imagine
plushies,
anyway. That's
and
normally
so
what they
the
do
Reaper
with the
Leviathan
sweepstake
one,
type things.
if you follow our TikTok, sometimes we take them out to go and do silly little TikToks. So we've pushed them around on the swings in the local park. We dress them up for Halloween, all sorts of stuff. So they are great. U2s did an incredible job with them. So definitely make sure that you go and you enter to win one of these. But that is not all. We also are doing a Twitch drop, which is really exciting. It is the first time that we've ever done a Twitch drop for Subnautica.
Oh, okay.
I love Twitch drops.
So-
Great.
I know you can
I'm
get the
very excited you guys are
statues.
doing this.
Yeah. So
Yeah, definitely,
we
Lucid.
have made a really cool sea moth statue decoration for your base in Subnautica 2. If you watch this stream for 20 minutes and you connect all of your accounts up, so connect your Twitch to Subnautica 2, you will automatically get the item when Subnautica 2 comes out in early access. So you will be able to get the blueprint in your PDA and build it and put it in your base's decoration. It is so cool.
That is quite cool. I know you can win the Reaper Leviathan
great.
as
I mean,
well.
Twitch drops
Well,
are
not
also,
win
like,
it, but if you pre-order the
amazing.
game
So,
before the
hey, you might as well
21st, I
watch
think.
for at least 20 minutes. Grab it and put it in your base. Send
Yeah.
screenshots. It'll be fun to see.
Yeah. And if you do miss out, so if you're watching the VOD or you were not able to get it this time, don't worry, it is not going to be wholly exclusive to Twitch for eternity. We will very likely bring it back in the future with like different events or different things that we do. So
Oh,
don't
that's
want
good,
anyone to
'cause
miss out. It'll just be
I
anyone
rarely
who's
watch
watching the
on Twitch.
showcase, will be
Rarely.
the
So I'm
first
glad that they've done that,
wave
and
of
that's something that everybody can get later
So-
down the line.
Don't worry, you will not miss out completely.
That's
There you
great.
go,
I mean,
into a winner then.
There's been way too many times when I've seen something and then I missed it 4 years ago. So
Yeah.
It's great. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, we always try as much as we can to be like as generous as possible when we're doing giveaway items. which is why we also have another special thing that we're doing, which is if you purchase Subnautica 2 during the launch
so this is it,
week,
yeah.
you will receive a buildable in-game Reaper statue for your base. Now, this is
Now, I'm
also
assuming these
a
are going to be
limited time
collectibles throughout the
offer to
game.
celebrate the launch, but similarly to the CMOF, it is very likely that we will bring it back again in the future, but for now, as long as you buy Subnautica 2 during the launch week, you will get it.
Right, let me get out of there.
That's so great. I mean, we're gonna have
no, that
bases
didn't work.
full of statues of everything from the previous Subnautica games. Unless this Reaper
exactly.
Leviathan comes back in Subnautica 2, right? Maybe, possibly. You want to tell me more right now? Maybe, possibly? No? Okay.
I don't think they're going to
Well,
bring the Leviathan back. I think there's going to be something a little bit
I mean,
freakier
I
than
think
that.
We've talked about it a bit, that, like, we're on a new planet, so a lot of the creatures are not the same as the original Subnautica, so this was just a nice little way to be like, the Reaper Leviathan might not be coming back, you know, in its life-size way, but you've got, like, a little statue for the base, so they're in spirit, if not in body.
It's great. I'm excited to see the new creatures. I'm excited to see the new environments. All in jest, I'm really excited. I can't wait.
It
And
should
thanks
be
for
quite
doing these
cool.
drops. Hey, if you want them, go grab them.
I think my main concern.
And just to amp the
Oh,
excitement
oh,
up a
we got
little
more.
bit more, we are going to move on to our first interview with the devs. So we are going to invite on a couple of them to basically just have a quick little chat, and then they are going to do a little demo after that, just to show off some more of the game. So
Nice. All right, so
without
we will
further
get to see
ado,
more gameplay
let's
later
bring
down the
them
line.
in.
It's not just that new trailer.
Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh wow, they got a lot of people in.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'll go first. I'm Anthony Gallegos. I'm the game design lead on Subnautica 2, which means all the bad decisions are my fault, and all the great decisions are everyone else's.
That is a good way of putting it, to be fair.
All right.
Shit
Hi,
doesn't
everybody.
roll
Ryan
downhill.
Giammi.
Yeah.
I'm a systems
It's always
designer
at the
on
top.
Subnautica 2. If you
I
can't find
do
any
think
copper,
there is a lot in
you
there
should tell me. It
for
will
the
be
first early
50,000th
access
time
period.
I've heard that you can't find copper.
Turn this down
and
for a
I once
second.
more delved
But
into
yeah,
the
I think
mines.
for the early access period so far, there's a lot, and they're going to be in early access for 2
Sorry,
years, so that's a
quick
lot of
question
stuff to
before we
come
start
through.
The rest of the interview. Why can't I find copper? I just want to just curious.
Past 4 of them. The day-night lighting was such that you couldn't catch the reflection, which is why we added that separate little glint thing. Everybody said there was too much yesterday, and then they all said there was too little today, and depending on which build you were on, the feedback was different. We decided to add or remove the large nodes to that one cave based on some other data, and you missed those because the size was off. Or you already found it all in this cave, forgot about it, and posted to Reddit anyway.
Perfect. Thank you. Just want to know why.
I'm Daniel. I'm an environment artist, so my job is making rocks, coral, and covering Brian's copper with grass, so you can't find it.
It's supposed to be on the ceilings, Daniel.
Now they have said as well that the early access period, the early
Incredible,
access
just absolutely
launch on the
incredible.
14th is
We
the same
have
size
18
as
questions ready to
1.0,
ask you
so
all.
that's going to be pretty cool.
So
That's a lot already in
we
there
will
straight
get
off the
in
bat.
with the first one, which we're not going to do anything too complicated or difficult, so take a nice breath. We're not going to throw you in the deep end, unintended.
Straight in there.
So when players first dive into Subnautica 2, what's the immediate difference you'd kind of like them to feel compared to the previous Subnautica games?
Well, I think the first thing we want people to notice is that we want them to see how much more beautiful the game is now. You know, I think Subnautica 1 and Below Zero are still like striking games.
I'm just going to turn my
but we
camera
also
off
know
whilst
that,
he's
you know,
talking.
Subnautica started development
There we
over
go.
10
You
years
can see
ago.
him.
And so I think this is like a game.
10
that
years,
brings
that's a
the
long
sort of
old
next
time.
generation of fidelity. And
I
so after they take in the oohs and the ahs of how pretty it is, my hope is that they start to feel like, wait, it is very.
That
different
looks
looking, it's
so
very
damn
pretty,
good.
but also.
That's
I feel like
the
I'm back as
original,
well.
isn't it? Oh no,
that
it's
would
not.
be the best
Yeah.
compliment anyone could give. Is that
I wonder what that is
when
at
they
the
play
top
for
there.
like a half hour, they're like, you know what?
That's
feel
interesting.
comfortably like this is an extension of the things that I know before.
Now, base building is something that tickles my fancy a lot. The base building looks incredible.
It's a very good question. There's a sense of like mystery that comes from not knowing stuff. It's very difficult to replicate. It's
There you
very
go.
difficult to have more than once, right? Like you talk about the way you remember playing Subnautica 1 the first time. You know, I played it again before starting on Subnautica 2 and got a bunch of wonderful memories about those big reveals, like the first time something, a Reaper grabbed me by the front and chucked me off to the side, that kind of thing.
I have horrible memories of the
If you
first Reaper. That
succeed,
was
I think you're gonna
terrible.
create a bunch of new memories that feel the way those do when you look back.
Those things were violent.
The hope is to be as memorable for similar reasons, but without having to repeat any of it, right? To ultimately put the lightning back in the bottle and let you have it again, and to go further than we did, to add more stuff, to sort of like take the what ifs that you've asked over the years since the first game came out, and like actually pay some of them off, and sort of invite your curiosity, see what you find.
I would give like an
Yeah.
environment artist answer probably, but I think the stuff that's happening with light in this game is just incredible. You know, we have everything is casting light into the scene. You know, everything that's bioluminescent is casting light into the scene. Even just, you know, colorful coral and stuff is bouncing light. And then the biggest difference I think is in bases, where you just have sunlight or other light just shining through your windows into the base, shining out when it's
Hey,
nighttime,
Sam, how
when
you doing,
it's on
man?
in your
Thanks for
base.
joining, dude.
It's just like stunning to me. And I'm really excited for people to get to see that.
I imagine
The
that's actually
environments
quite, like,
do
a
look
difficult
incredible.
problem to solve,
If you've
right?
not
Because
seen
it's
any
not
of the
only,
trailers,
like a regular
Woo!
game where you have
it
above
looks so
ground,
good.
and you have one ray of light, but you also have fusion through water, and you have to like really capture that. Is that something that like was genuinely a very difficult issue for you to solve?
I would say, yeah, we've iterated through, you know, water light absorption and stuff like that, like a ton. We're still, you know, figuring that out, especially when you get deeper, you know, there's less sunlight. And so you have to figure out like this thing, you know, this flashlight looked great up there. Now down here, it's like way too bright or whatever. So it's an ongoing thing. It's definitely worth it though.
Yeah, I also see the artists often agonize over, and I mean this in a good way. They agonize over like the way water looks when you look up through the surface. You know, I forget the name of the actual effect, but there's like a ring effect that appears with the way everything looks, and they try and accurately replicate that, or even all the time they spent on the material that appears on the ground of the ocean when you are watching the way light comes through the waves and the rippling effect. It constantly creates that little bit of light motion across the ground. Like all the work that they've done to make that really makes it
Why
feel
is
like,
that not working?
yes, you are in water and not just flying and like
French.
actually swimming in shallow water in a really great way.
I think most people can agree with me when I say
My stream
after
deck
looking
is
at the gameplay trailer
shitting
we
itself.
just did, that you guys did a fantastic job with it so far. It looks beautiful. I'm very, very excited to dive into it. I also I have a question following up actually, and I know Anthony, you did mention to me that you called me, I think it was a coward earlier. With
Off camera, yes.
my own, yes, with my gameplay. So I was curious, right? Because Subnautica 1 and also Below Zero had such a sense of horror, a dread.
See, I
to
didn't
go
like Below
further,
Zero. It
deeper
just
into
wasn't.
the
It didn't
ocean.
tickle me at
But
all.
after having these very inviting starting environments, I'm wondering exactly like how did you design these biomes in Subnautica 2 to really like start feeling more and more dangerous as you get into there? Because I think I speak for a lot of people in the fact that the fear of the
Oh, nice
unknown
one,
is
Sam. What you
really
working on, dude?
draw, like,
And not much.
drove
Just
them
got back
to
from a
play
dog
Subnautica
walk,
even
and
more and, like,
well,
love the game.
now here.
I think we get a lot of benefit out of the fact that we're on an unknown alien planet, and the fact that we're not repeating 4546B means that we have like a whole new slate of creatures that people have no idea what they do. And so, speaking about even watching your playthrough, right, that I watched, and I say coward affectionately because I was also a coward. That the first time you see like something like a gasopod,
This whole game
you're like,
makes you a
"What's that?
coward.
I
It's
won't go anywhere
terrifying.
near it. It's gonna kill me." And a gasopod ends up being kind of like a benign creature for the most part, but simply because you don't know what it's capable of, it's very scary. It's very, very scary, and I think we benefit a lot from that. So we always try and put predators in every area that you're in, some type of like minor or major threat. And
They're
I think
everywhere.
simply by virtue
It's
of
horrible.
the fact that you have no idea what they do, and that the game gets progressively darker, that alone does a lot of the weight of making it scary. Like, we don't have to intentionally be like, we need this guy to have a jump scare moment or anything like that. Not required. Just make it to where they will come at you and do a roar, and players will already generally be like, nope, I'm out, you know.
Do the roar.
And as Daniel was pointing out earlier, just the fact that we have so much better lighting effects and stuff like that, I think the dark gets real dark and real scary, and the, you know, it's I work on the game. I'm a little bit broken. Most things don't affect me, but there are still things that I play right now where it gets really dark, and I'm like, nah, this is really.
It's going off the edge of the
process.
cliffs and just looking down to just nothing there is horrible.
Yeah, the alien world does a lot of the heavy lifting for us.
And just when it's dark, just being in the ocean, it being dark. Oh, no thanks.
It's probably fair to say the music does too.
Yes, the music definitely helps.
We're very lucky to get to work with Ben Prunty again. I've been listening to his music since like FTL. I used to have that soundtrack on repeat. And there's just a really beautiful thing that happens when that like emotional design intent starts.
Man, I need a haircut.
From like, you know, Anthony and a Miro board, and then months later it's like, here's the music track, here's the high level concept, and you just start to see it become more and more real until you see a player play it, and you see the look on their face, you see that surprise, that like, and like
the pure
months of
shock
work are paid off in that moment. All the effort is worthwhile in that moment. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, the music does a ton. There's a part, I think, there's one song that when I first
I find
started
the music
doing
really
Subnautica
relaxing.
build, I was like,
for the most
what
part.
is that? What is happening? And I think I was as scared as I've ever been, including, you know, the previous games. I was just from the song, I didn't even know what was going to happen. I was just like, my God, what is this? And yeah, I think with the biomes, we also, the tech gives us the ability to make even more interesting like rock formations and stuff, and those can carry a lot of personality as well. I think the coolest thing to me about Subnautica is the two flip sides of like mystery. It's like, I don't want to find out what's down there, but I also do want to find out what's down there, you know. And so you're constantly pulled between like dread and curiosity, and so I think having even the scary biomes be really cool and interesting, you know, is a huge part of it.
I was like, on that point, it's like I was really drawn.
See,
to,
like bits like that are just horrifying.
And it's like, whoa, like what is this place? Only to be attacked by a crab squid, and you're like,
Going down to the old cave systems in the original was but it was so good.
Leviathan areas where it's just pure. There's nothing. It's just desolate. To really give you that sense of, oh, everything's open. Like you can't hide.
See, this isn't new footage, is it? This is all from the original.
Pretty significantly, exactly what Anthony was saying as well, with environmental storytelling. Really,
I am so buzzing.
World,
but we got 5 days.
It clouds your mind of fear of the unknown.
Oh,
it's
pardon
great
me.
to hear from you guys about that.
Yeah, it's really cool because like I also feel like sometimes when you play it as much as we do while you're going through development, sometimes you feel like you get desensitized to a lot of that. But it's
stole my pen.
really not the case. Like there are still moments where I'll go through an area and like I just still feel that same sense of like wonder and awe, even if I've like been in there like 5 or 6 or 7 different times. And I do think that in a lot of ways, Subnautica 2 is like really capturing some of those like really beautiful moments that you got in like Subnautica and Below Zero. But I kind of want to hear from all of you guys as well, but is there like a biome or a creature that you think kind of really showcases like how Subnautica 2 is like different?
I want different, but I also want a better Subnautica 1.
It's funny because I'm like thinking about a lot of our early creatures. The attempt was to match the sort of feelings of like Subnautica. I think if I'm thinking about the stuff that you would have definitely seen in the gameplay trailer, there's this creature we call it a 4-eye, and it's in the very first gameplay trailer we ever did. Not even the most recent one, but the first one. It's the creature.
Oh, which one is that one?
Too, and it does this cute little spin thing and comes back together.
Oh, okay,
I thought that
yeah.
was an interesting piece of like evolutionary
That's cool.
biology we explored, which is that we wanted to have this idea of creatures that existed as 2 individuals, but come together for one like life form, basically. And that was a way that we were trying to differentiate the life on this from what you saw in 4546B. And that will not be the only creature in the game that operates that way, because that was like a sort of, we started thinking a lot of players do way more thinking about this than I think the devs originally ever did about like, oh, see, this creature comes from this same sort of phenotype as this, and they are all in the same genus. Like, sure, I think that's awesome. I love that people do that.
People
but
do
this
go
time I would say
mad.
People
You
are
get
more
the full-on
intentional.
autism
They're
out.
like, okay, so this would probably be related to this, and this is like a thing we want to carry through creatures on this planet.
It's cool that
Maybe
they've
more
picked that up
intentionally
from the
than
community,
before.
though, and adapted a lot of the
So I think
creatures
that
to
would
that. I
exemplify
think that's
some of
really, really nice. That they are very community focused,
Waiting
which is
for,
good.
like, a couple of folks on the team to read those theories on Reddit and go, "Oh my God, they're right. That's a good idea. We should make that actually true."
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of what they did in the original was that,
Think
which
about
is
it.
quite good.
That's great.
Right. Like they look at it like,
But that's the beauty of early
that
access,
happens,
isn't
yeah.
it? You get the
That happens,
community
right?
to
There's
build it
lots
with
of
you.
places.
So,
Both the biomes I want to talk about are not ones we could talk about yet, and so it's frustrating.
Oh,
I'll say why I care
come
about
on.
them, why I think they're going to be so wonderful. There's two things that are really unique to Subnautica biomes that I love. There's the environmental storytelling methods that we use, where we exercise an awful lot of constraint and don't throw the UI in your face and don't really tell you what it is and kind of just pull you through with big, scary, spooky stuff or mysteries or the just unknown.
Fair.
Or, as Micro may have noticed, the big scary reapers push you down, and then you have to go to the place that was more scary before, but isn't actively going to eat you. So we have a lot of fun stuff, and just like
But it's
how you
still
go around
scary.
the place and have to sort of the mystery out. The other one is when we do like the full ecosystem sort of thing, where like this zone is defined by the life forms that live there and the way the other life forms respond to it. And we've got some really, I wish I could talk about it, like dynamics and loops where it's like you will know going into the zone that all the life here is aware of something particularly spooky, and you too shall become afraid of it in time. And I look forward to somebody dissecting this exact language months down the line and go, "Oh, it was that one."
Hey, you know what? I mean, you can tell here. Like, we won't tell anybody. You just want to just like tell us a little more. Like, that's fine. That
If people do that,
It's gonna be
go on the internet.
all over it.
Yeah, there's four creatures, two pairs of creatures that I don't think I think they're too far ahead to talk about explicitly, but if there's one creature and if another one gets in proximity to it, their behavior changes in ways that are bad for you, the player. So it's like, oh, if I see that guy, not a good sign. If I see that guy and this other guy, that's a really bad. And I just find that so cool. Like it feels really like there's sort of this interaction between different organisms around you rather than just between them and you. It's very cool to see.
Yeah, I love that idea. It really like makes it more of a living world that you're experiencing. Like you've been, from what we've seen in the gameplay trailer, you've been thrust down into this, this planet, and you're not someone who's involved with any of these environments. So exploring that and seeing like all of these different places interact rather than them just being segmented by biome. I love that. And that's really great to hear. I can't wait to exactly find out what you're talking about. I feel like that's another, going back to that previous question, sense of dread. You see these two things together, run.
Yeah,
I want to see the big
So,
sort of clam
we've
thing.
talked
I
a
want to
little
know
bit
what that
about
is.
fauna,
That really piqued my
of-
interest. It was in the last
of this
trailer.
new alien world. I want to talk a little bit about the vehicles, right? What
Yes.
makes, so
The
I know in
tadpole is-
Subnautica, we had the Sea Glide in Subnautica 1, the Sea Truck in Subnautica Below Zero. What makes the tadpole in Subnautica 2 more than just another vehicle? Like, how does it change how players explore through the environment? And why is it special to
One of the things that I think we all on the team do is we all watch a lot of the content that people make about Subnautica. And when we were trying to think of Subnautica,
I think that's
2,
a good
we were
way
like,
for the
okay, we
devs
wanna
to
make it more
actually
like
engage
Subnautica
more.
than Below Zero, which isn't to say that I reject wholeheartedly anyone that says Below Zero is not a great game. I think Below Zero is an amazing game. Like I love.
It really ain't. It
And I'm
ain't
also a
got.
sea
It
truck
ain't
lover,
got
which
that love
that
that the
puts me in
first
a
one
weird
had.
spot
It's
with
just
some
not
people.
there.
I think the Sea Truck's great.
And the
but
Sea
I
Truck,
understand a lot of
it
the
was
criticisms
crap.
of why- of
It
people had
was.
with
It was
It's totally
crap.
fair. And so to
Nothing
me,
beats the
I think
Cyclops,
what
I don't think.
the Sea Truck did that was awesome was this idea of modularity, and maybe some of the execution on it is what left some people wanting. And so when it came to the tadpole, we were looking at, okay, how could we add modularity
Yes.
to it, but make sure that the things that we're adding isn't about you're not building the sea train.
I want to go to the tree.
It is more about swapping out the vehicle for different roles. And that's the thing that we're trying to do with it, is that every chassis that it attaches to serves a very specific purpose and a very different gameplay role from the other. Like we could, in theory, create 50 chassis if we wanted to, but we're very intentional with the ones that we put in the game are meant to shake up the way that you would normally use this vehicle. And then the fact that it can detach from the chassis just means that it makes exploring more dynamic, because let's say you were in a chassis of size and you got to a cave entrance that was too small, that gives you that moment to start doing like the Russian doll of detach from the chassis, going with the tadpole. Now I need to break out a resource, so I'm going to get out of my vehicle and start using my wake makers, the Sea Glide equivalent, and then drive around to the resources, you know. And so we get that same sort of feel that you get almost from, in a way, going from like the Cyclops to the Sea Moth to the player on the Sea Glide, and we start to get that even with just the chassis early on. You know, I think it's important that the chassis is not the end of the road for like vehicle size increases. Like we will have a large sub, but
yes. Don't know if that's going to be there on launch though.
Early sense of
if that's not there on launch, that's not going to be good.
Chassis means that they can have choices with how they want to play. Like the goal isn't to make like one chassis that's irrelevant after a certain point. It's that, you know, 20 hours in, you and I sit there and think about our tadpoles, and you're like, I don't want to use that chassis. I like the one that I have for this role, and that's fine, you know. And I think that's where it feels pretty special.
I'm glad to hear that. You know, I think a lot of people have varying opinions about the sea truck, so thanks for also addressing
the
that
sea
too.
truck. Just weren't it?
Sea truck
No, it wasn't as good.
It was just a vehicle in the game for me, but I understand that.
I mean, it worked. It was functional, but it wasn't. I think the Cyclops was just incredible, and I like that there's a lot more modularity with these.
Like exploration, you'll have one for maybe like biosphere thing or whatever. Or maybe you'll have one for this other function. Just to clarify.
Nice. Okay.
You can just like always use it for that, detach it, and explore whatever you want. Is what you're essentially saying here?
Yeah, like the first one that we have, the one that we've shown with the wings, we primarily think of that as more of an exploration one. It's the one that makes the tadpole the fastest, for instance. But it has limited utility when it comes to things like storage and stuff like that. So it's much more.
So we're going to have massive bodies that just attach to the small front section then.
Could, like hold more, for instance. You know, so stuff like that is the type of things where we're thinking about like. We often think about it in player roles. I've talked with Brian about this, where we're like, oh, it's a player that just cares about exploring and driving around and looking at creatures, and then there's a player that's like, I'm a player that wants to just grab everything off the ground and be a locust on the world.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like that's like two different mindsets.
If you can see it and it ain't nailed down, it's coming back to base.
Without saying, like, make a whole new vehicle, but you could still have your little Iron Man moment of, you know, looking at your little chassis all lined up or something like that and kind of pick which one you want to dock with. I think stuff like that feels really neat for players.
That sounds great. That sounds really fun.
That's actually really cool. I didn't know that's the route they were going to go down with that.
Point system, and so you can add, you know, in addition to the chassis, you can add, you know, oh, I want to put an extra storage compartment on the outside, or you can add a light. You can put a light on there, you know, or other stuff. I think we're still building more things that you can add to those hard points, and it starts to feel
Jesus.
like
okay, so there's going to be a lot
with like stuff strapped to the roof. It feels like very much like it's my tadpole. You know, it's not just the tadpole. This is my tadpole that I built for what I want to do with it. And
this is my tadpole. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Yeah. You just kind of like just really, you know, I got, you know, we can just kind of strap the around and call it a day. Yeah, I get
that. Tape it together.
Nice improvisational prop, ready with the duct tape.
Yep.
I do like that it is modular and we'll be able to add a lot more to it.
For a second. So like the sea truck was an interesting way for the player to make choices because you can kind of have everything if you build it all and are willing to go really slow, but then it all kind of looks and handles and feels the same. And I feel like the tadpole chassis model does a good job pushing past that to where the different choices you make about how you want to play feel, look, appear, are like have an identity that is different. It's not just I've added this box to the back of my truck that does a thing. It's like, no, I'm in the one with the fast wings that goes super quick and lets me run away from predators versus the one that I'm going to use to try and move my base over there past those same predators where I have to desperately hope that they don't catch me because I'm slower this time. It's like it's not quite as much as a like you could just have this enormous train of everything. Like you have to make choices, but then we can pay those off with really strong trade-offs and good drama.
I think that's quite smart how they're going to do that. I do like that because in the original they were very much just regardless of what you were riding were the same.
So we're going to have the three of you showing off some of the really cool stuff that the tadpole can do and going through some really cool areas. So we're going to go and switch over to that so that everyone watching can like take a look at that demo, and then we will come back afterwards and have some more interviews with some more of the other developers.
Okay, so this is all the new stuff.
Show off some of those vehicles we were talking about. in our sweet base with our moon pool. Totally not ramshackle. I'm a very beautiful base builder.
We gotta move that
Build the
over.
best bases. But no,
I like the moon
we have
pool.
a
The moon
giant
pool looks
awkward
wicked
moon
in
pool,
this.
But,
Well, it's very
we
dark.
could
Why is
drive
it so
ourselves, but I
dark?
think it'd be cooler to get a ride.
Hello? Bus
Hello?
is here.
Oh,
Welcome.
that's really
Oh,
dark.
man. Make sure you bring your hardpoint stuff if you got anything to schlep around.
Well, you got an oxygenator on you right now and a work light, so let's do that.
Well, must have forgotten I left that stuff in the truck.
I'm confused about who's driving, and I still don't know what that marker is at the top. You can see there's a lot of markers
You're
popping
getting a
up.
scenic view of the grass under the thing while we wait. All right, here we go. All right, and where would you gentlemen like to go today?
I don't know. Take me.
Oh
take me
wow,
on a tour,
that looks
driver.
cool. I'm assuming that is
Sure.
nighttime.
Oh, love those. It's like I passed the test for the knowledge, and now I can just show you all around Coral Gardens.
Uh-oh.
So where are they? Ah, the other two are holding on. Are they losing
There we go.
oxygen,
Lovely
or are they
bioluminescent
inside?
spires. We have some donuts that are very fun to drive through in smaller, faster vehicles.
The thing about this vehicle is
Jesus.
the top speed on it's still pretty good. It's more just like a little bit of like a driving a Mack truck. It takes a while to get up there.
Yeah. Let's see here.
But you know, it was always a priority for us to make sure that
Those
each has some
biomes
kind of
just
had
look
its own
so cool,
identity,
man.
And the speed is definitely one of the major components of that.
The acceleration curve gives it a very distinct feel.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hoping there is a decent amount of feedback. Like I said earlier, the original one was
Oh,
just
the
very
spider
much.
dome coming out?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You should take us out over some resources so we can see how the cool light on the bottom of the hall kind of works.
Ooh, good idea.
Oh,
One of the things about it was, yeah, we wanted
That's
it to
cool.
be like the work rig, so you and your friends could go drive to your construction job together.
I like
and
how
go
they've still got
gather
all the boxes
materials.
and stuff in here.
Perfect.
There you can see we
I
can
could take
detach
you
the
all right to
chassis.
this drop off, and then we could build a dive elevator to get you all the way down, and you could stick the oxygenator.
Ah,
Oh, I actually just realized that for the first time that we could look through the camera.
wow.
I thought that was just for the driver.
No, we're watching the camera too. That's great.
Nice.
Watching the devs learn
Some
about things
lovely
that are in their
waterfalls
own
down
game
there,
is
and here we're
brilliant.
Coming up on an awful lot of the necro legends.
That's cool.
Yeah, I will say at night the anemones here look so pretty.
Yes.
I
It's
think
got
the-
such an
you
eerie
were
feel to
talking,
it.
Daniel, about the way that the lighting bounces off stuff in a way that's so different than the old games. And I think you see a lot of that, even with the light, the way it's bouncing off the vehicles right now.
Such an amazing lighting artist, Freddy, but even, you know, just placing stuff in the world, every time you are dropping stuff in, it changes, you know, the lighting. It's really amazing.
That is very cool. I do like that. Oh,
Here, I'm gonna gather some of these acid things. Park me above and turn on the light, boss.
Yes, sir. Here we
Light
go,
me up,
nice little
Scotty.
jump. Use my lower camera to get that positioning just right. There you go.
Oh wait, I forgot to bring my blade. I'll blow up some of these rocks instead. I'm like the
I want to know what that is.
worst
That's
prepared person on the. Oh wait, no, I have the axe. I'm always prepared.
it is weird, the sort of gun thing.
We never doubted you for a second.
All right, I got some cysts. Which is a sentence you only say in a video game is a positive thing.
Are they still losing oxygen
we
in there
should,
though? I'm really not sure.
Go in search of wildlife. I mean, I guess, you know, it's not to besmirch the fair anemone. They are also wildlife. But
That
yes,
environment
or
just
what
looks
is-
incredible.
What is and what isn't an animal.
I love
That's
that.
another thing that we commonly have debates about. Yeah.
Yeah. Deciding what to name stuff internally.
I would love to see some of the creatures that Daniel worked on that are in this area. If we just go a little bit more east.
Just gonna at least see how I can handle this current over here. Ah!
That's cool.
This is
That's
fine.
very
It's fine.
cool.
We're fine here.
Yeah. One of the cooler creatures that I think we put in the game are these massive jellies. the cool tentacles going over the edge.
Oh wow,
Yeah, these were
they look
a
horrifying.
long process getting these set up in this biome, but
Do they move?
worth it, I think.
I think it's like the right amount of balance. This is one of those things where we're like, is it a creature? Is it a plant?
What does it think about?
I still can't
Such
work
a
out where the
cool-
oxygen is.
Yeah, exactly. What's this thing's agenda? I don't know. Well, you can know though if you scan it.
I learned the terms sile and motile, which is a fun way of saying life that moves and life that doesn't.
Big friendly jellyfish.
Yeah. Our
BFG.
writer Seth educates me on a lot of stuff.
I only knew sessile because that's what my dad said I was whenever I was playing video games.
I feel like the research we've had to do to make
I'm
this
assuming
game
that
is, like,
means-
the most fun and rewarding
Yeah, that's
subject
got to
matter
be something
research
to do with the oxygen,
I've
and
ever
it
worked
must cut it off when you get in there as a co-op player.
on. Someday we're going to talk all about methane cleft rates. Very exciting internet stuff. Alright, we got any of those cool creatures down here?
Nighttime's just
I'm
no.
pretty
It's
sure
horrible.
we can find a Jeticaris in one of these caves.
Oh yeah, if we want to go cave diving a little bit. I'm catching up to you guys with the work light. I'm portable light man.
Oh, there we go. We'll stop the gloss.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Although it does
Oh,
seem,
here's a perfect little cave with this nice little light.
yes, it is modular, and with all of
You
this
know what I
stuff
need to
here,
do? I probably need to detach
it looks
from
like
my,
it will be a lot
chest.
easier to do a lot of things with
Now I can
multiple
with you.
players. Because if you've got to get a light down there,
Chest
you've got to get a
detached.
truck, 2 different
Small
trucks down there,
truck.
and
Let's do it.
then, do you see what I mean? You are going backwards and forwards 2 or 3
There's
times if you're playing
silver and
solo.
some copper in here, but I don't think there's a Jetocaris. Or if there's, I know there's one of the caves in this area
Kind of tempted to take this copper.
that goes way deeper than you expect.
Yes, I think they're all connected too.
I'm putting the copper in the hall.
What was that weird red
Right.
thing?
Look at this guy. He's out here working. Oh yeah, I was like, what are you gonna do? The hull's gonna get stuck.
Yeah, I popped it off.
What up? Here, let me put this light on the back now, so I don't have to carry it anymore.
I
There we
do
go.
like that. I
Perfect.
think that's
Can you
really
leave it
cool.
on? Is it lighting up behind me?
Yeah, it is 100%.
Excellent.
You're just now you're providing a nice early downward light.
Yeah, I found a Jeticaris.
I want to know what that is. What is that red
Oh,
thing
yeah.
down there?
Yeah,
It looks
they're
like a
down here
base
somewhere.
or something.
Hi, little guy.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
People are always saying how many crabs are in the game. Well, we got the big crab, we got the little coral crab, and we got this guy.
The
I love his
Jeticaris.
eyeballs. They're so cute.
They're
I
really
guess if you like
creepy.
crabs. I mean, some people might find this actually genuinely terrifying or horrifying, but I think they're pretty cute.
Oh, it's only
And I
got 3
love that
legs.
They have basically Iron Man boosters on all their limbs.
100%.
That's really cool. I like that.
We're bringing the
I like the new
we gotta
axe
haul
tool
something.
as well.
Exactly, I know. Brian and I are just like, oh, what are we doing? Right. Gathering stuff. Right.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but they've also
Go back
left
and
the
put signals
noises
in,
in
like
for when you're
turn
gathering items. The
Stuff
little
on
ding.
for other ones.
I do like that you can take the tadpole and drive it around and leave the whole chassis behind, and I can fill it up while you're driving the tadpole.
Yep. Like you guys are loading it up. We could almost have multiple hauls, and it's just like a semi truck. Exactly.
And if
That's
we had
cool.
a locker too, we could have then attached a locker to the base tadpole, filled that up too. Like you can end up.
Why, Anthony? Can't you make one of those with your base builder?
Oh my gosh, Brian.
He said very not stagedly.
Yeah. Yes, I can.
I actually really like that. We moved a lot of these things to the base builder so you can do them out in the world without having to get lost in a menu too much.
I like those menus. The UI looks really clean, like really good, especially jumping straight in as early access.
One of the early playtesters referred to this as the sea purse. That's what I always think of it now as. Yeah. Yeah,
Ah, the
everyone-
storage
I don't
is
wanna
still
take a sea
so
purse with
small.
me
Ah.
everywhere I go. I said, oh, I love taking this thing around. I think it's like one of the best improvements we did to the original game was making the portable locker actually like.
Oh,
well,
bollocks.
originally it was
My
just a
green
floating
screen
locker,
just
and
fell
then
down.
We made it the portable one, and I think that actually does a lot for early inventory benefits.
There we
I
go.
love how it comes back as a sort of an expandable storage for the vehicles as well on the hard points.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that was one of our
Bloody dog.
programmers, Adrian, who just insisted on making these things way cooler. And at first I was like, it's just the floating locker, who cares? You use it for like 10 minutes and you don't think about it again. And he's like, but what if it could become a thing that you liked and you thought about? And I was like, I guess
I'm
that's
not a
smart,
fan.
too.
Not a fan of the floating lockers.
That was my first time.
Build your
trying
hands
to
up. You
drop
go
the
backwards and
tempoles
forwards with
with
stuff.
something on its hard point.
Oh, yeah.
But I liked
I know,
there by
now
the
we
looks
have
of
just
that,
too
you'll
much
be able to
stuff.
attach them to the tadpole and stuff.
I'm going to leave this oxygenator here for now.
Going in. Oh, that's cool. So you can
There we
attach
go.
loads of
There
different
we go.
things to
Here, let me
this
put
then.
this other locker on there.
Alright. So now without that oxygenator, does that mean if you're in the passenger seat you
This
can't
locker
breathe?
doesn't have anything in with it. Let me leave this stuff here. No one cares.
Daniel filled this thing up. Check out the trunk.
I know. It's absurd. Daniel's like doing all this work, and all I'll do is benefit from it. Sounds like a normal day in the office. Thanks, Daniel.
Hey!
Let's see, we got a lovely nibbler mango over here. Andor 2, Andor 3, getting the bus, gonna die. What?
Actually, I'm gonna ride on the middle handle for a bit. Yeah, this is the real way to travel, without the comfort of a seat.
Let's see, we got some wreckage, some real big jellies.
So we're
yeah,
still
these
going to have,
rocks
I'm
are
assuming
amazing
the blueprints
well.
is going to be done through
The horizontal.
searching wreckages and
Drop
things
it
like
in
that.
here.
I
There we
don't
go.
think they're going to change that.
Nice.
Well, actually, I should be honest. Akash made some rocks.
very
and then
cool.
I put a filter over them that gave them striations. I changed. It's transformative, so it's fair use. They're my rocks now.
Yeah, yeah. Kosh basically made a block of raw
Fair
block
use
and he turned
rocks.
it into
What are
something
they?
beautiful. I get it.
Oh, there's a wreckage there, a
Oh,
proper
wonder
one.
what that is down there. Making a strange ping noise.
Oh,
Guess they're just gonna have to find out something on their own.
Yeah, some people.
Oh,
were
I want to see things.
I know. I put a shark over in this area, and some people were sad about that, but I think it's narratively important.
the shark is narratively important.
Where's the shark?
It is. It is. You'll see if you play and read all the stuff, you'll find out why.
It's gonna.
Amazing.
Oh, is that the shark?
Oh, there it is. It's above us right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
That shark. That's Gary.
That's Gary.
I don't know. Actually,
We're on Gary's turf now. We should give.
he's not. Henceforth he is now Gary. This is the new Gary Fish. Yeah, yeah.
You know, we're just cruising past these hammerheads that could completely blow us up, or each other. I think they're about. Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, they have one of the coolest creature-to-creature interactions in the game. And
I
the
didn't
fact
know
they
that-
don't like
that's
the
cool.
vehicles, I think is actually a pretty cool thing too. Maybe you're a rival. Maybe, who knows? Maybe you just look really nice to them.
It's like, am I interesting or delicious? Unclear.
they do look like they'd fuck you up if they wanted to.
We've had multiplayer going since some of the early days of the project, but it's still so fun when I just see people, I don't know, driving about and stuff like that. It's just so different, and it takes.
I
a
like
lot
the
of time
animation on the weapon there. How the
the
front
edge
end
off
is sort of
when I play these games.
like charging up, shall we say?
It's nice and chill. There's a huge current down here.
Everything looks so nice.
I guess this is why Daniel works so hard, because otherwise he's just getting a free ride the whole time. I'm out here getting my cardio.
Yeah, I do that when I'm hitchhiking. I just offer to fill their trunk with rocks. People don't like it, but
There's one of the
Subnautica
crab
too.
things, one of the massive things
It's a
that
viable
absolutely
strategy.
annihilate you.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Someone that's willing to come into the game and just add rocks to the pile. You're pretty much the best.
Oh, air bubbles. Okay.
All right. Well, I feel like we gave the people a good look at the vehicles and some of the early parts of the game.
I want
Definitely
more.
Some new stuff in there for people that haven't been paying too close attention to. So, some new creatures, and you got to see the haul rig. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to say before we close this out?
not so much. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Excited to see everybody else's adventures.
So
We
exciting.
appreciate you hanging out with us.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see what you do when you go on your own. So,
There's going to be so many good things that we can do.
Tell us
I'm
what you do.
buzzing. I don't know what the rest
That
of the
was a
show
pretty
is,
good
because
time.
that's it's 10 to 5 now. I think it's an hour and 20.
Together, 'cause it's,
So we've only got another
it's kind of
40
on the
minutes
cusp of,
left, I
like, they
think.
know the game so well, but also are just fans at their hearts as well. So they kind of do some of the same stuff that like just the fans would do.
Yeah, it's like, why make something that you're not like all the way into? It's just great to see their creativity and passion come out like that. It's also great to see the tadpole in action.
Yeah, I love the tadpole.
No, I'm gonna just
I'm also very excited.
turn this down a
touched on
sec.
it a little bit in
No, I
the
do
trailer.
love the idea of the tadpole. I think the tadpole is incredible.
All the
Um,
potential that
I
it
like the
has
modularity of
to
it.
do.
And as Anthony said earlier on at the start, that you
Just-
will be able to line all of these
There's so
things up
much.
and
We're,
see
like,
loads of
really
different variants of
excited
what you've
for,
got,
like, when the
which I think is really quite interesting. Hopefully, he has said that a lot of this stuff will be available early, and there are going to be bigger vehicles as well. But that chassis looks similar to sort of like the prawn suit, and you're just going to be able to move and change that round as you go, and it's just going to be more useful in various different cave systems in tighter or opener areas, depending on what your playstyle is. So I do love that. That's really cool.
It's cool with the community there too, and also like Subnautica is just a really big sandbox. So what we've seen so far is that you guys have given us a lot of neat tools to work with.
Yeah. Speaking of neat tools, we are actually going to bring in some more of the devs.
Oh, I
and
want to
they
see
are
the
gonna talk
weapons
a
and stuff.
little
Well,
bit
not so much
about
weapons,
base
but
building.
yes!
So we will go ahead.
what we
and
want.
We'll switch over, bring those guys in, and get chatting to them. Okay, hi, welcome back, Anthony, and welcome Carolyn and Sam. Carolyn, Sam, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hi, I'm Carolyn, engineer. I mostly worked on bases on
I'm back.
SM2.
I need some pop.
I'm Sam.
Oh, I wonder if the
also
green
an
screen will work.
engineer. I'm working on animation at the moment, but I've worked on with everything so far.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. Thanks for joining us. We have a couple questions for all of you guys. And also, Anthony, would you like to introduce yourself for a second time?
I mean,
There you go,
game
move out of
design
Anthony's
lead,
way.
I help out with all the sort of creative development of the game. So, like anytime we do early ideation on regions and stuff like that, that's the work that I do. And we try and figure out the next resources we're going to do. Like I said before, if there's a problem with the game, you can blame me. And then just pour it all out this way. And I'll do what I can to make it better.
Shit rolls uphill.
Well, thank you so much.
Amazing. Obviously, Subnautica 2 is introducing co-op for the first time.
I think that is going to be my big bug.
Previous games.
I don't know.
But
That could cause a lot of
previous
issues when it
games were
comes to
also
reviews and
known
stuff.
For its kind of solitude. How did you approach adding multiplayer with that in mind?
Ooh, so we knew we needed to do multiplayer because we looked at like the Nitrox mod and stuff like that, and Nitrox had like 750,000 downloads or something. You were like, okay, this is a feature people clearly care about, and not to mention when it comes to survival games, co-op is kind of par for the course. I think the most successful games in the genre have the option of co-op, and so to me, I looked at the experiences that I found the most inspiring that I think accomplished both of those things. And one of them for me was The Forest and Sons of the Forest. I think those are great games. Raft also does this.
10 out of 10.
Um,
Raft is good. I haven't
where
played it in years, but
they
Raft
make
is a
the game,
belter.
and they say, we're making the game as a solo experience. And then if you want to bring along friends, you can choose to bring along friends. And I think that's the thing for us. The little slogan that I started saying to the team was that it's not a co-op Subnautica, it's Subnautica with co-op, which I think is an important distinction. Because if we were making a co-op Subnautica, we'd be making a bunch of mechanics that were like, we'll turn the levers together, the only way we can get through this tunnel is to like pull each other back and forth through the current or something. There are great games like It Takes Two and stuff like that that are amazing co-op games. And that's not what we wanted to do. But to make sure that we still had the sense of isolation, I think that's why we provide the option to play completely by yourself. And if you're someone that's really worried about isolation, I think it's best to do your first run by yourself and then invite your friends later.
Yes.
I think that's a totally.
I want to be on my own. I
Or
want to be
run two
freaked the
saves
fuck
at the
out.
same time.
That's the whole point.
But the other is that we don't leash players, and And I think that makes a big difference. You know, there are a lot of co-op games that would leash people to keep them sort of bound to each other the whole time because of like performance, other reasons. We let players freely swim wherever you want. And it's really easy even when you're in co-op to end up, even though we're in a server, that we could end up really spread apart, and you'll experience something that'll be unique to you because I'm not there. And I think so you still get those moments.
That's cool. I do like that. There's not a sort of rubber band effect that keeps you all together. Then you can sort of go off even if you are playing co-op.
4 is our gameplay limit.
I think personally, it's interesting with multiplayer. I think sometimes multiplayer
That
is
looked
scarier,
cool, whatever that was.
You know, when you were together and then suddenly you're like, oh, where did they go? Well, like, what happened? I have had some of those moments, like playtesting, I think, where we're like, okay, we're gonna do this together. And then it's like, oh, no, where did you go? I'm gonna have to do this by myself now.
Just end up abandoning people.
Is great for base
Oh,
building. I think it's fun.
looks
when
so
you're
damn good.
Trying to do kind of a group project. Like, oh, there's a whole new room here. That's kind of something that I guess very different from Subnautica 1. No one's changing your base or wrecking all your work.
Yeah, I think I was originally very much one of those like single player first people, but in the kind of process of testing things, filming footage for devlogs and similar, it kind of converted me. Seeing, you know, your friends get eaten is a very different experience to just getting eaten yourself. So yeah,
watching your friends and sending them off as bait.
Oh, I also want to say, I feel like I finally understand the scale of everything because of multiplayer. Because you see how big like a player character is. Before in SN1, I was like, I don't know, and then when you actually look at those size comparisons, I was like, oh, that's like huge.
Oh, it
That's
just
a really
looks
good
so
point.
damn good.
Yeah, I didn't think about that
Whoa.
actually. I mean, the fear of seeing your friend eaten, or being tracked by something, and then just not being able to help them is a full other fear that you can really dive into, as well as really having a.
I want to get eaten. I
frame
want to
of
watch
reference
people
for
get
the
eaten.
Scale of everything else, because all you have are
Oh.
that's a big rock, I guess, or like that's a really small fish. That's really cool. I'm glad you brought that up. There's the solitude of Subnautica seems to come back with Subnautica 2, and then there's a whole new experience you'd like to do co-op. So,
See,
I do
I'm
have a
still
follow-up
not sold.
question,
I need
with
to
this.
try it. I don't know.
Because Subnautica 2,
I think it is just best
entering,
played solo. It's
releasing
just
in
scarier.
early
It's better.
access, right? What are the sort of most important foundations that you are sort of sticking to and laying down right from the start, so then as the game builds even more, it can do so properly?
Well, we have, you talk about foundation, I think we express it through like gameplay pillars is how we do it. The most important pillar for us, you know, sometimes when people talk about Subnautica, they call it a survival game for shorthand, and I think Subnautica is a survival game. You can't argue that because it has like food and water and stuff.
100%.
But I think primarily, for most people, Subnautica is an exploration game. And that's the foundation that everything's built upon first, is that we try and make the exploration in the world the star, and that's really everything. And then once we have that, survival mechanics, all that, everything else, that's the sort of background noise that helps you drive you through the exploration. So the foundation we're laying is trying to make a world that has enough narrative and progression support to make it worthy of exploration. And I think we've done that in spades. You know, I can confidently say that this version of Subnautica is by far the most ambitious early access launch that the studio's ever done, and should provide, from what I've seen, much more content than I think a lot of people will expect for a first early access launch.
Good to hear. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I guess I can add some to the technical side of that. So obviously, it's really important for us to have a really strong technical foundation going into early access. But I think the most important thing is we've tried not to lock ourselves into a specific implementation for anything. So no matter what the community feedback is, we're prepared to kind of pivot and change features. At least the things that I've worked on, I've tried.
That's
to make
something that
everything
they've
as
done so well
customizable
in
as
the previous
possible for
two.
the
It is
designers, so that
driven by
if
the
there is
players.
feedback, we don't need to wait on an engineer to change the code for something. We can just change something up, push it out to the community, see what they think. So for me, the technical side is getting a really strong, flexible foundation there, and then we can build on that with new features and feedback from the community.
Yeah, I think for base building also, it's interesting because it's basically a tool, right? And so part of us, I think, is just waiting to get the game out so that we can see what people actually want to build. You know, like we have all these toys that you can play with, but we like are only a few people, so we're never going to be able to cover everything, all the creativity in the player base. So I think early access is a huge part of that, because once we see what
The
people
bases
are
are
really
going to
drawn to, what
be
they want
like
to make, I
just
think that
what
will
you
really
can
get
make
the
so
traction
far
there.
looks insanely good.
Gotcha. I do have one more here. With the what Sam brought up with feedback. Once you release this, there's so much. There's a lot of content that's going to be made. A lot of people talking about it. What is that process like of distilling all of that down into real constructive feedback, so then you can actually add or subtract to the game based on what people are saying about it?
I actually feel like that's a question that's probably best suited for Danya, honestly, to answer, because she'll be. I feel like I'll be getting.
Let me interview you too.
Well, I feel like I'll be getting a lot of that delivered from Danya, and then Danya will help filter a lot of that for us, which is the great thing.
Yeah, I think a huge part of it is being able to be present in all of the different places that the community lives. Like the community, it's not just going to just be content on like channels like YouTube or Bilibili or Twitch or wherever people decide to put that out. We're also
is
gonna have
Bilibili?
people in Discord. There are so many multitudes of like social channels now, and the community all decides that they want to live in different places. And so a lot of it is just being able to be present in all of them, monitoring it, and like looking for like patterns. Like so much of what I do is like pattern recognition, like trying to see.
I think
what's
if you are
common
playing
out
early
there
access
across
games,
all of these
100%,
places that
especially
people
with
have
games like
talked
this and
about,
Unknown
and
Worlds,
being able to bring that
always
in.
review it.
A
Let the
huge
team
part of
know
my job
what
is
you
that
think
we then
they could do
digesting
better.
that down for the rest
Because
of the team,
the indie devs that
into
listen, I think, are the
what
ones that
community
do
is
thrive and
saying,
do well.
what
Look
that
at something like
means,
Windrose.
and then how
They just
frequent it's
listen to
being
what people
said.
wanted and work
So
towards
a
that.
lot of it is going to be
And I think
like
if these guys can do the same
pulling Anthony
thing,
into a room
they'll
sometimes
they'll
and be
knock it
like,
out of the
"Hey,
park.
I'm hearing all
They've
of
done it
this
on the
stuff,"
previous two games, so I don't see why
or
this
just
one would
like
be any different.
presenting it in a nice, digestible way to the team. It is, and I'm sure that there's probably a lot of other community managers out there. It is probably one of the most difficult parts of our job, is being able to just do the monitoring, especially at scale, but being able to see ultimately, like when it gets down to it, when all of this stuff like comes out into an update,
It
and
looks
you
so
see,
damn good.
wow, that really came from the
Oh.
community and moved all the way through.
I like
and is
how
now
you can
out in an
fine tune the
update.
bases
Like,
a lot
it's
more now.
genuinely one of the most rewarding parts of my job, is just seeing that make it all the way through from like point A to point B. So yeah, it's not easy, but it is extremely rewarding.
I mean, yeah, I can't even imagine. Thank you so much for answering that, Danya. I
No,
appreciate that a lot, and thank you for the work you're doing with Subnautica too.
I think as an individual developer as well, it's important that if we are interacting in the community, which is something I enjoy doing, that we don't just find some feedback one person has said and go and act on that. It's about recognizing that what you're seeing in the community is just a small set of it, and trusting people like
Well, yeah,
Danya
there's going to be people out there
to
that have
build a view
shit
of the
ideas,
community. So
and there's going to be so many people out
interacting
there
with
that
the community, I'm
want
not
different
gonna take
things from
something one
Subnautica
person
2.
suggested, go code
So
it up,
I think, I
and
suppose,
find out
especially
actually
in
not
an
what
early
the
access
community
or an
as a
indie
whole
dev
wants.
team, finding that fine line
think,
between those two
treating
things
every
that
person in the
some
community
people
as
love
a-
it,
as a data
but
point.
some people think
Not
it's
to say
shit.
that
And
they're
just
just,
finding that fine line must be so
they're
tough.
just data, but I mean the sense that like if you point Crow
Ah,
Kings,
they just look
hey,
incredible.
I'm having this one issue, I would be like, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to necessarily.
It's
direct
going to be
confidence
so
to the
tough.
person's thing, but I will.
I think the
note that,
community
and
is
then
going to
that
put
way I
together
go to
some
Danya and say,
incredible builds.
can you tell me if more people have been experiencing this thing, and then we can find out if it's actually like a broad sort of thing versus like, developing the game for any one person's tastes as well. Like we don't do that for any person on the team either. No one person on the team. We don't develop it for their tastes. We try and really put ourselves in the mindset of what people are going to want broadly.
Yeah, it's good to hear.
It worked well for the first two, so what if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We have another demo coming up I know we
Oh,
talked
oh.
a tiny bit about base building, and that is what our next demo is going to be about. But
This is what I want to
it's
see.
so hugely improved
Come on.
the previous two games. So what is something about it that you just absolutely love the most, based on like where it's come and where it's developed from, like Subnautica and Below Zero?
It's a challenging thing for me to answer because I'm usually like the most Spartan of base builders. I build like one room, like a studio apartment, and do nothing with it. But the nice thing about co-op is that one thing I love playing co-op.
It
Is
does
that
start
I
like
can
that.
just dump all my stuff
Yeah.
into a locker, and then someone else will make it beautiful for me. And the base building feature that I think supports that the most is the sculptural stuff, specifically for me with windows. Because in the last interview we did with Daniel, you saw when Daniel was talking about how now lighting comes in naturally through all the windows and stuff like that. And I think the way that people can make tiny little windows or wall wide windows or little thin segments and columns, like
that's going to
it
look
all actually
incredibly
creates a lot of
cool.
character to the base with the feeling of it and the lighting in a way that I don't think we had before.
But the
Yeah, I
base
think
building
for
in the
me,
original
like,
was very
I
sort of
when I first played
rudimentary. It
Subnautica,
was
I
it was
kind
very
of just got
basic,
super distracted
but
from the
it
plot because
it
I just
worked
wanted to
so
build my
well.
base more. So it was really great working on base building in SN2, and I think the main difference I think is just so much more range in what you can do. You know, we have interior walls, we have like Anthony mentioned, all these cool window shapes. We just have like so much more customization, I think. So I feel like every time I go in and play test, I'm making something completely different. And then you see like things that other people are making, and you're like, oh, okay, I want to add that to my base. And just like being able to have that range is, I think, really great because, you know, I also have friends, I think, who are much more minimal base builders, and in our friends and family play test, you know, they're like, oh, this is great, I can make the smallest base possible. And I'm like, yeah, that's really cool, actually. Like, fit it into this really tiny rectangle. Like, that's impressive.
No,
So
it needs
just
to be
having
big.
all that range, I think,
I
is
made a
really great.
Cyclops base, which was basically a
Yeah, for
docking
me,
station
I
for the
was never
Cyclops
much of a base
in the
builder
original. I
in
think I've still got
Subnautica.
that saved somewhere. I'm gonna
But
have to have a look.
The flexibility and how powerful our base building tools are now makes me kind of swim around the map, and when I see things, I'm like, oh, I could put a great base here, or what if I wrap like a room around this object?
That is the
I'm
hardest
always
thing,
thinking, what
finding
can
the
I do
best
with
place to
base
build a
system
base.
now? And I don't know what it is about it, but it just
Or you end up
draws
building a
me to
base
use
right at the
it
beginning,
where
find a
I
brilliant
can make
location, you
the
put so much
prettiest
effort
base
into it, and
Pretty
then
much relate to the
you
studio
get more
apartment thing,
pieces
and,
later, or a
so I'm
different
excited to
area that you
see
find so much better,
how I can
and you got to tear the
further
old one
build that
down,
a
or
little bit more.
yeah, it's just
I'm also wondering,
oh,
just as a
I'm
follow-up
so
there,
excited.
I know in like Subnautica Below Zero, a lot of people actually really liked the moon pool. Like that was such a cool
Hmm.
base object to add. Are there anything that you can say um, that is added in Subnautica 2 that you're really looking forward to people exploring?
You mean, well, in terms of base building, I think it's seeing the degree to which we can continue to add what I call, or what we call, sculptural base building. You know, it's the stuff you see where we extrude things, right? From the world, you can extrude the walls and stuff. And originally we were thinking, oh, this is a tool for building walls. That was the extent we thought of it. But then people like Carolyn and the other people working on the feature were like, what if we let you do this with like a couch? What if we let you do this with like a spot to do farming and stuff like that? Like features that we know we're going to work on in the future. We started thinking about how we could make it to where now you could extrude these and make it different shapes and different sizes in a much more dynamic way that meant we didn't just make one prop and call it a day. And I think the stuff that lets people do that more in creative mode, I think we're going to see people that make bases. I already know for a fact because I've seen people play around and make bases that I was like, I didn't even know we could do it that well. It looks so cool. Like you know, like where I'm like, I
Mate,
tried
it gets smashed out the
it's like
park.
the difference between me playing with Legos and like a Lego Master Builder, right? And you're like, oh, I guess, you know what, I should just put it down, right?
They just look
and
so cool,
like,
some of these
people can
already.
accomplish amazing things with it.
Now,
Fun
this is
thing,
all in the
with
early
new
access.
system,
This is
like,
all
even though
on
we
day
don't have
one,
all
stuff
of
like
the
this.
base building features we had
So
in some of
by the
previous
time it
games,
goes to
but
that 1.0
because the
launch,
system
it's
is
going to
so
be
flexible,
incredible.
you can kind of make your own version already. Like you can make an aquarium, like just by enclosing a space. Like we don't have aquariums, we want them, but you can already kind of make one. So just that level of freedom.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think I won't
Building the
spoil
hole in the
anything,
middle and
but,
letting this
I think
fish float
Moonpool
through.
Fans will enjoy Subnautica 2 for sure.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah, I'd actually say that we probably have one of our base building master builders here right now as well. I would call Carolyn one of our master builders for all of that stuff. And so with that in mind, we're gonna jump into the next demo. So
Yes!
Carolyn and
Show me the base.
Anthony and Sam as well, but we're gonna show off what base building can do in this demo. So we're just gonna jump right across to that. So thank you everyone for taking the time to answer the questions.
It's time to do that gameplay demo of bases. I'm Anthony. I'm joined by Carolyn and Sam. Me and Sam didn't work on the feature, but Carolyn did, and we're here to build some bases. We've got our
I like the
starting gear,
modules.
starting
They look
session
really good.
before we started the stream, but we'll kind of show you what you can do with it. I'm not much of a base builder. I think
Can we
Carolyn
build
is
inside
much
that
more so.
though, or is that like an elevation
I'm not
tube
either,
which
but
just
I've,
goes up?
I've figured out a couple of cool things I can build. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix up this monstrosity.
I am sorry.
Still a
We're sorry. We
monstrosity.
did our best. We're like kids playing with Legos, and then you get to be like the
Like,
mom who comes in
come
and
on,
says, "Oh,
guys.
honey, no."
Follow the instructions.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it has no windows. We're like, this is fine, right? We don't need natural light.
Yeah,
How do we then...
top
there we go,
notch
okay.
observation
So they build the
tower,
ladders on the
staff
inside.
rooms. Not
So it's going to be a
sure-
ladder system
yeah,
then,
we
similar to
still
the
get ladder,
first.
nice.
I didn't even realize the half-round rooms could connect into one full rounded room like that.
Yeah. We can everything all works, you know. It's magic.
I wonder what that laser is. Is that like a collector?
We should put a moon pool here for our tadpole.
All right, let me come down so I guess.
we need some furniture. That's the most important part.
Yeah, you gotta set that. That place is like our vibe spot. You gotta put.
That's
like,
really
and
cool.
stuff.
I like that.
Like a breakfast nook, but in an observation tower.
See, yeah, but like we can have that side, but then we need like the feeling side.
So do we each get a floor as our room? Oh, this is.
That's an interesting way of doing it.
I like the carpets, and seems like there's a lot of cool stuff that you'll be able to get. Just as sort of set pieces, just to make the base look cool.
I usually make.
And they
like,
put,
an
there's been a
entrance
hell of a lot more
spot
emphasis
for
on base
building
building in
just
this one than there has in the previous two.
That makes sense to me. I'm setting up my yoga spot upstairs.
I'm gonna put some mood lighting in for your yoga spot.
You can make like a super zen setup if you just put some moon.
Do we
pools.
need... there we go. We can see... I'm assuming that's power on the left and right. So we've
the
got
very top.
36 and it's using
Oh,
18.
man, okay.
Is that right? I'm not sure.
Ah, this is cute. Love this.
This is where I come and, you know, get my vibes going.
I want to do. Let's see. Like a water feature. This floor.
How far out are they trying to go with that then?
You can make like smaller moon pools, basically. If there's enough space on the ground.
Ah, yeah. This first floor area has a lot of kind of. This
So
is
there-
very
okay, there's the
utilitarian. So this is
boxes.
where
I like
this is
that.
about
That
the
looks
extent
smart.
I ever get to. I get to this point and then I was like, that was it. There's my base.
See, that's what I do at the start, and then you just end up adding on to it.
I tend to spend a really long time doing stuff on the outside of the base. And figuring
That
out
looks
putting
cool.
inside.
I like the lights there.
It looks really cool.
We've got hydroelectric, power
When you're
transmitters,
swimming up to it.
spotlights,
Yeah,
wall
and then you get
lights, solar
inside and it's
panels.
empty.
There was an elevator there as well. I just saw that quick as a flash. I like that you can have different
Let's see.
rounded parts to the lights. Ah, there we go. What is that they're trying to put in there?
Do this little.
Storage cache, lockers, vehicle
get some
fabricator.
lights in here.
What is that then? Oh, it's a light. Okay. Oh no! You balls that up. The spacing's off.
Man, I literally never would have thought to put a moon pool on an upper portion of a base like this. Yes.
That's cool. I like that you can just plonk them anywhere, and it's not too much of a big build as well. In the previous one, you had to do it
Lights too.
as a sort of actual build item, didn't you? As a modular piece, whereas now you can just slap that in anything.
Maybe not to that degree.
There's so much more creative freedom when it
This is all
comes to the
stuff
base
that
building.
I always forget to do. What about these soft lights?
I like those lights. That is nice.
Gotta make.
Just a nice sort of warm light rather than the surgical white light that's constantly on in a lot of survival games.
In a certain way, you can get like a little floating platform. I'm not sure if that still works. Let's see.
You know, all the hacks.
Ah, that's cool.
Wow, this is kind of cool too.
So you could build just a massive water feature with a pathway through it. That looks like a gun. Or a golf bag. Glass titanium. The building doesn't actually look too expensive, which is good. I do have a feeling it's going to be pretty much the same as
I know we're
as the original there.
I can tell we keep zoning out. That's the one thing about base building is sometimes you just end up spacing out in the work.
Oh, I was just focused on building windows. I forgot that we're meant to be talking.
I mean, I think that's a good sign, though.
So that's the downside of streaming survival games.
When you're watching,
You just end up
someone play the
building
game
and
they
completely
just lose
forget.
themselves in the work. I think base building is very much one of those features that I usually call an "oh no" feature, and what I mean by that is like when you play Civilization and you're like, "oh no, it's 2 a.m."
Just one more build, just one more room. Yeah.
It is cool watching people build from the outside and seeing, oh man, it's already gotten so much more lively.
That looks really
Windows
smart.
Make a big difference. The fact that you can shape them and not just have them be one stock shape.
Oh, we're out of power.
I'm assuming there's going to be...
solar panels.
Well, obviously they'll be adding a lot more to this as they progress. Like they've said, they're going to be in early access for 2 years, so
Lights went off.
they must be
Some
adding
window
some
dots.
pretty cool stuff. Obviously, we've already got a decent chunk of stuff there.
One of the things I've heard some people that have looked at the early base building be like, oh, I don't know if I like it, was they were like, all the bases look, they're just like boxes. But then I feel like that's only if you don't spend the time to kind of make them sort of prettier.
Only if you build.
Yeah, I think that you can make it
Well,
what
yeah,
you
but
want.
can also-
There's so much
you
more
can also
freedom.
Spend the time to put like the greebles and stuff on the exterior, with like the exterior decor stuff that we have. And it's like it doesn't necessarily do anything, but I think it can like plus the sort of like technical look of the base.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff
Look
is
a lot better
decorative
when
then.
people are placing these things with kind of intention rather than just slapping them on the side of a room.
Pretty itchy ear.
And
Just a
exterior
little bit.
lighting and stuff like that helps too.
Oh, the spotlights are great on the.
I like the lighting. That is cool.
Yes, when you're coming up to a base at night with the spotlights going, it's pretty awesome.
Like the corridor base you built over.
Oh, that
Yeah,
looks
we can go to
epic.
Corridor Town sometime.
That lighting is incredible.
Oh, we've got some plants on the roof now. Lovely.
Yeah, the grow beds being able to be built on bases, I feel like is such a cool addition from the farms that you just built in the dirt of Subnautica.
Put a little spotlight in the corner there behind the plants. Looks quite nice.
Yeah, I guess one thing to call out, you can also place plants now, like using the builder tool instead of before we had this kind of grid inventory system, which I like because I get to rotate them and do arrangements.
Well, and also we'd kind of talked that someday we want to
That's
add in
cool.
things like non-cultivatable stuff, but like the equivalent of like garden gnomes and rocks, so you can compose like a proper garden. But yeah,
I like that idea. That's really smart.
I already think I didn't.
They're
have any
going mad on
grow
base
bed the
building.
grow
I think
bed.
the vehicles in the base
Yeah,
building,
it was, like,
well,
originally
they've put a lot of
planned
effort into a
for
hell of a lot of
this,
it,
and they were
but
like, we
being
really
able
want
to
make
do
real features.
all of that stuff, and there's so much freedom there already.
It's so cool. Yeah, that already.
This
feels
is the
more like
version
a
that goes
garden
out
than,
on
the
Thursday,
singular
so
sort of tree pot plants of Subnautica.
that's incredible.
Oh, we had the same idea to light it.
Like, seeing what this game's going to look like in 2 years' time, that's going to be mega.
Yeah, let's
I
just,
just
put like 18
the base
lights on it
building
until
so
our
far.
retinas are burned.
I don't know if you can still do it, but that was the thing where just like you could have crazy amounts of lights.
Yeah, I mean, you can still build a lot of lights. I say do so at your think of your poor PC. At some
God, yeah, Jesus.
You know, we also have like custom grow bed shapes for on top of corridors.
No, I've only ever tried to build them on top of roofs. That's awesome.
I didn't know you could build them on corridors.
Yeah, and it's cool that you can extend them out dynamically.
Yeah.
That is
That's cool.
that is so much more elaborate than I thought it would be.
Fits so nicely with the rails on the side as well.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to corridor 10 now that I know this.
You're gonna cover with plants. Oh yeah, wait, that's pretty cool. Like surrounded.
We'll come invade your corridor.
Oh, hold on. Don't come through the entrance yet until I'm ready.
Are you making a maze?
Okay, yeah, now you can come in.
Oh man.
Oh wow, very nice. Have you been expecting me?
That's my favorite chair in the game because they gave it that pose. I think it's so good. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh man. One thing I realized we haven't made yet is like interior walls.
That's
I
awesome.
like to fuck with people by just like making mazes inside of.
Yeah, you can definitely mix it up.
I think the box system is quite
But yeah,
so
I mostly
simple
put a loop
that
around just because I thought
if you are the type of player that isn't interested in the base building at all, you can just slap something down,
I know is
and
like
it
a
can
whole feature
still
to
look
release
quite
to trap
cool.
Leviathans and stuff.
And
I'll
then
be curious to
if
see
you
what
are the
kind
base
of
builder,
came
obviously you
up
can
with
just do
being
so
able to
much
with
more.
But just the fact that you can put all these windows and stuff now in the corridors just makes them feel like they have so much more like utility for beauty and stuff too. Look at
So
our
they made that in what?
majestic
10 minutes? I
tower.
mean, that's pretty
It's
cool.
like a project planner's
mean,
nightmare over there though.
Yeah, it's sending my
corner's different
OCD a
sizes,
bit
the windows
bit
don't
loopy because
match.
it's not symmetrical at all, but
It's art.
it's
okay,
still pretty
art.
good.
I like it. It's uniquely ours.
Yeah.
What is? They've got proper interior walls. That's nice. So much better than those bloody divider things we had in the first one.
Carolyn, what's your favorite part of base building? Like, what's the feature that you feel like excited you the most?
I mean, I guess most of the time I say windows. Just because, I don't know, they just look so good. Yeah. And
Oh, mate, sorry, guys.
I don't know, like, especially combined with all of the fancy lighting, like, it just, you know, it feels like you can just make a window shape and then you get these crazy, like, pretty shadows. It's, like, very low effort, I guess, compared to, like, it feels like you just make a tiny decision and it just looks totally different.
And the fact that they let in light is a bit cool and like real
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
It makes it the big difference. I know that you're not as much of a base builder, Sam, as you're more like me, but what about you? What's your favorite sort of part of that?
Yeah. It's going so
Well,
stuck.
first
Oh,
off,
they're
I was
storage
pretty
crates.
prepped me in with
That's
jars.
cool.
That was me. I was like, Sam left himself open for an opportunity. I'm taking it.
I was building a nice shrine to this cat.
That'd be cool.
monster.
I know, man. I can't help myself. You had your back turned, and I had the jars open, and I was like, it's now or never.
I think for me,
I
it's
do love the lighting on the
like,
windows.
lighting
That's
on the
incredible.
windows is so nice as it is. It's really nice to be able to just place lights and see what kind of the lighting engine does. Especially at night when you've got like this dome thing surrounded, blasting lights at it, watching the creatures do their thing. So I guess for me it's the interaction with the bases with everything else rather than just the bases themselves.
Yeah. I think ultimately the base building system already is so robust that the things that people do continue to surprise me with it.
So that's a
When
good
I
thing.
first started
Ready to
using it, I
go.
was like, well, this is cool, but I think
Ready
all
to
you're
be
gonna do is
really
get to build
creative.
a
Like I said
square
earlier on,
room.
this
Like,
this
clearly
is
that's not the
this
case.
is what's coming out on
Just need
Thursday.
someone that was more
This isn't
creative
like a
about
future
this than
version,
me
so
to
there's
actually
already
take a
so
look
much
at
in
it
there.
and see what you could do. And I think the sort of fun exploits that players end up doing in creative and regular mode, I think will be really cool. And clearly, you can build big, elaborate bases all spaced out kind of crazy. But, you know, some people I know are like, oh, is there going to be enough space in multiplayer for us all to have our own bases? I think the answer is pretty much yes. We're doing multiple bases in a really small part of the world. So,
I mean, I don't think anyone on the dev team has spent, 20, 30 hours building a single base yet, like some of the players are.
I look forward to the YouTube videos of the person that's like, I built a 8-kilometer single corridor base. Like, you go.
I can't wait to see all the time lapses.
There's always
people
one.
building their bases, filming it with another player, making elaborate bases that are all interconnected with corridors, and it's gonna be great.
There is gonna be some cool stuff out there.
Secret base that was separate from our madness, which I understand.
I like that you can put the things on the wall there. That was usable items just on the tables and on the walls. That's quite cool.
We appreciate it, and we hope that you build a lot of interesting creations and share them with us.
Oh, hell yeah.
All of that sounds incredibly fun. Like, I loved how they talked about the elongating tool, where you can elongate the farms. You can put windows everywhere, like with the lighting. That's going to be great with the engine.
Window City.
Also, like, hey, Moonpool fans out there, right? We're gonna have the moon.
The moon pool is tickling my fancy. I like you can build like pathways through it as well.
Pool, moon pool. You know what it is, right? It's up to your imagination on anything that you could build in Subnautica 2. It seems like you're only limited by that, but there is something that you will be able to get physically, right? Isn't that right, Danya?
Huh?
Oh, yes. So we have worked with Microsoft on something incredibly cool. We have these awesome custom controllers that are Subnautica themed. And we are going to be able to give away some of them to the community. So on screen, you should be able to see what they look like. I like
that. That is
also
actually
be
really
able to
cool.
see where you can go to enter.
When did that end? May the 16th.
Win one.
So check that out, guys. There's a couple of those in there.
Use the instructions on screen, or there will probably be a link in chat, or a prompt that you can put in, like a command that you can put in to get everything. Follow the instructions once you get on the landing page for how to enter, and good luck, because these
That's a nice controller. I love that.
Supply, so
colors
not
are
very
awesome.
Many people are going to get their hands on these, so I really sincerely hope that you love these as much as we loved working with Microsoft to basically bring them to life.
They look really cool. They look really cool.
I'm assuming they'll be sending those out to creators and stuff. If you are one of the big boys.
Nothing too crazy. Just a simple little higher and lower game. We're going to bring some of the devs in, but here's the twist. We are also going to have you play. You're going to go up against the devs.
Oh, okay, so it's me versus the devs in... Okay, yeah, you know what? I don't know as...
Okay, that's longer than I thought.
They likely do. We'll see how that goes.
Let's say hello to the developers who have just joined us. So we'll start with Scott, then we'll go to Aaron, and then Artyom. Say hello and introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Scott McDonald, also known as Abraxas everywhere on the internet, and I am the creative media producer at Unknown Worlds, working on cool videos and trailers and stuff.
I'm Erin Millings. I am lead producer on the SN2 project, and as everybody knows, I have my love of unicorns.
And I'm Artyom. I'm a level designer. I'm working on the world of Subnautica 2.
Amazing. So, this game is a simple higher or lower game. You're going to be asked a question, and in that question, it is going to ask you if something is higher, lower, bigger, smaller than the other thing. When you think you know the answer,
all right.
you
We can
got
do
a
that.
buzzer. Buzz in. If you are the fastest person in, you get to answer. Feel free to give a little spiel or explanation for why you think it's the right answer. If you are correct, you get a point. If you are incorrect, the second fastest person will be able to steal your point. As long as they say the correct answer, if they remember what you answered. So if that is all clear and you are all ready, we can move on and I can ask the first question.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Bring it on.
It's going to be great.
Hey.
So what is that then?
Hands at the ready to buzz in. First question. In seconds, which item has the lowest runtime? The ion battery or the ultra-high capacity oxygen tank?
Ultra high capacity oxygen tank.
Scott is so fast. Scott is so fast. He buzzed in so quick. Okay, Scott, go ahead.
Tank has the
What do you think
tank has the
answer
lowest.
is?
I'm pretty sure it's the ultra high capacity tank because it has quite a few minutes worth of oxygen in it. So that's my answer. I think it's that one.
Ding ding ding, you are correct.
Yeah!
It is the ultra high capacity oxygen.
There's one.
How would you?
Right, I'm gonna move the camera
It's been
quickly.
So long oh God.
There we go. That's better.
Testing for me.
Just so you can actually see the question. That made life a bit
It's not
easier.
fair. He's literally in the Subnautica world. Like he's on. It's not. It's an unfair advantage. I call malarkey.
Okay, buzzers have been reset. We're moving on to the second question. So,
Right, we got 1 for 1 so far.
is the maximum depth of the safe shallows higher or lower than 200 meters?
B, lower.
Fastest this time was Aaron. Aaron, go for it.
Lava zone.
What? Father's Day.
Was
What
the
date is Sunday?
maximum depth of the safe
Father's Day.
shallows higher or lower than 200 meters?
It is higher.
Oh, shit.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Which means Point Crow
Mm.
was second fastest. You get to steal this if you get it right.
So was it right?
Could be any answer, honestly. But if I just had to guess,
Yeah, it said
out of
B.
all of the options, it's lower. I know this because whenever I was doing my Subnautica playthrough, I was really focusing in on that meter depth because I was.
Yes, you get to
terrified
200. That's when shit
anywhere
hits the fan.
outside of the shallows.
Alright, there we go. 2 for 2.
You're right. The safe shallows is lower than 200 meters at its deepest point. It's about 100 meters max, give or take, with a little bit of a split.
Lava zone.
Okay, resetting the buzzers, so you are ready to buzz in again.
Alright, alright.
Which biome is at a lower depth? The lava lakes or the Lost River?
Lava lakes. No, Lost River.
Oh, Jim got in so fast there.
No.
Come
Ah,
on,
shit.
Arnie.
All right.
Lava lakes.
So
Quick off the
I'm going with lava lakes.
I have to go with the lava lakes being deeper
Yeah, because you have to go through the Lost River to get to the lava lakes.
and planet center hot.
I mean, that's a heck of an explanation, but you are
He's not
also
wrong.
correct. Yes. So
He's
the
not wrong.
lakes are around 1,300 meters, and then Lost River is between 525 and 1065. So, yeah, you are correct.
Artie, that is the
Okay.
best explanation as to why. That's the thing that matters. The
It makes sense.
explanation why.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's exactly why they designed it like that as well. Like, that's...
Whoever designed it, you know, that one person that did.
Okay. Okay. Buzzers are reset. We're on to the next question. Is the length of a ghost leviathan higher or lower than the length of the Ponte di Rialto Bridge in Venice?
Higher.
Point Crow, you were the fastest this time.
Okay. All right. Here we
I
go.
don't know how big the bridge is,
So
but I know the
there's,
Ghost
the
Leviathan is
Ghost
huge.
Leviathan, there's two of them. There's the one in the Lost River, which is small. It's actually like a baby Ghost Leviathan, if I remember. And then there's the giant Ghost Leviathan on the outer reaches, the out of bounds part of the map. And that one's huge. So, you know, if you had to put that up,
I think it'll take down a Cyclops.
It's clearly bigger than anything else. I mean, I've seen, I don't know, I'm a connoisseur of those videos that do the comparisons of each Leviathan compared to the player, and it keeps going and going and going, and then that Leviathan, the out of bounds Ghost Leviathan, is the biggest. And like, it's huge. Like, it has to be bigger than the bridge. I mean, think about, like, if you cut the Ghost Leviathan up into really, really, really small chunks, like, the amount of sushi that you could create from its flesh could feed everybody on that bridge, crossing that bridge for at least 3 years. Easily Ghost Leviathan is bigger.
You are correct. And that is
Yes,
like
3 for 3.
the best explanation we're ever gonna get for an end.
Thank you.
I do have a follow-up with that. So, Ghost
Yes.
Leviathan cut up into sushi with or without wasabi?
Oh, I mean, clearly without wasabi, right? Like, you see, like, the actual environment of the Lost River. I feel like that gives it a special kind of a spice, a little umami flavor.
I'm pretty
the
sure.
way it's
What have they done?
raised.
4.
So
Will they do a
I
5th?
genuinely don't think that you need to add anything to it. It really just melts in the mouth when you taste it.
They said it was 90 minutes, so I'm assuming it's near the end. I don't know if we're going to get any more gameplay.
Buzzers reset.
Oh, we got
which
another one,
number
okay.
is higher, the code for the captain's quarters or the code for cargo bay?
Oh, I can't remember. This is just a guess. Captain's quarters.
Artyom got in first.
So, I'm pretty sure which number is higher would be the one for the captain's quarters. And that's
Hey.
because since the captain's quarters holds the end game items, it takes longer to force it. 1111, 1112. So it's got to be much farther than the earlier area.
That's a fair explanation, to be
You're
fair.
correct.
Hey!
Captain's quarters code is
5 for
higher
5.
than cargo bay. Captain's quarters is 2679. Cargo bay is 1454. So
So,
There we go, there we go.
I think, you know, Artie obviously is right, but I don't necessarily know if that explanation is valid.
I mean, the answer is right. The answer is right.
Yeah, fair.
You have to get 2,600 different combinations before you get the right one. But there's probably somebody that's done that. You know, I don't doubt it.
Oh, God, yeah. There's going to be someone that's just sat there button mashing for like 6 hours straight.
Okay. Next question.
Right, we got another one.
Is the power capacity of a standard power cell higher or lower than 150 units?
Higher. I think.
Aaron got
I'm
in
probably wrong on that one.
first. Aaron, what do you think?
I think it's higher just because I think it's higher.
Good answer.
That's
Good explanation.
That's an explanation. You are correct. It is at
Hey!
so it is
6 for
higher
6
because
so
it's
far.
higher.
Have we got another one or not?
Solar Strand or something.
Nope, I don't think so.
Can I get a 50-50?
Maybe? There we go. Final round. Alright, alright.
I'm resetting the buzzers.
What is the final question?
Which
For $1 million.
is higher, the length of the Aurora or the length of a Sea Emperor Leviathan?
Length of the Aurora.
My gosh,
I think.
3 of you were so quick. There was like, it was almost like the start of a Grand Prix. The car getting like right off the start. It
The
was
Aurora's the thing in the
right
sky, isn't
between
it?
it.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
Micro, you got in first.
Could be wrong on that one.
The Aurora is bigger than a Sea
Yeah.
Emperor Leviathan. And I'll back
The
this
Sea
up
Emperor is the biggest creature in the
because
game, isn't it? But
Like, if you, it took me a lot longer.
I think, anyway. I
to
could be wrong on that
explore
one.
the Aurora, and get from one end to another.
Oh, the
than to
ship's the
screw
Aurora.
around
Yes,
the
yes,
Sea
yes.
Emperor Leviathan at the end of the game. That's my logic there. You know, there's also a degree of fear.
Yeah.
So that might have played into this.
So yeah,
answer.
definitely the ship
We'll
then.
see. I don't know. That's
That
I
ship
think the
that
Aurora's
crash lands is much bigger than the Emperor
You're
Leviathan
right,
at the end.
The Aurora is bigger.
Yeah.
So Aurora's length is about 1,200 meters, and
Jesus.
the Emperor is like between 160 to 200.
I didn't realise it was that big.
quite significantly different.
Slight difference.
And-
Yeah,
and if
slight
you-
difference.
Yeah, and if you take the Sea Emperor Leviathan, you cut it up into very small pieces. Really good with comparison lengths here too.
You're turning into a precursor now.
Well,
So we'll let everyone know. We'll just do like the little calculations.
The tally.
Tally up who got the most.
we got them all right.
points.
Yes, 7 out of 7.
And Point Crow is the winner.
I'm onto a wiener.
We. I'm like, do
yes,
we feel incredibly proud, or do we feel like a little bit like, whoa, we should know our game a little better than that?
No. I'm glad my copious
Well.
amounts of consumption of YouTube videos with purely scale of the Subnautica universe is coming clutch.
They are.
Yeah.
They are like god tier
Guardian,
videos though.
You did come in second, if that makes you feel a little bit better.
Hey, it's good. I know if I have any conversion to sushi questions, I know who to contact. So
Thank you. You got my number.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That was so much fun.
Oh, we've seen that
Thank you
already.
so
That's
much
the
for
original trailer,
participating
isn't it?
in
Yeah.
And congratulations for winning, putting all of us to shame a little bit.
Thank you. I'll add it to the accolades. It is the pinnacle of my life. So thank you
Pinnacle
so
of
much.
success.
It was very fun. Thanks for hosting.
Good. We're gonna take a look now at some stuff that the community has made. Like, I think the one thing that I love the most about the Subnautica community is like how creative they are and how many incredible things that they do. And so we've had like just a little video put together showcasing loads of different things that the community have either like made, created, like anything. So this should be really, really fun. We'll get to watch it. So
People make some wicked
yeah,
shit
let's
in this
take a
game.
look at what
I don't know.
they've
Is this
made.
like base building or?
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean this is.
Oh,
it's like a
that's
wire
cool.
mesh, Reaper Leviathan with this is gonna be so cool.
Some of
Seen,
these
like,
older
a
ones that they
couple of
did
these,
years and years ago
just,
were
like, on my For
fucking
You pages.
incredible.
The amount of talent that this community has is ridiculous. I don't even know how you begin to do this.
That's
And, like,
so
look at the
cool. That
fine
must take
detail as well, like,
hours
the
to do
size of the
something like
tools
that.
You have to use to like put all the teeth in, and then like painting and everything. It's just phenomenal. But I know where this
Yeah,
is about
ball
to
chin.
go as well, because I remember watching like the full video for this is like phenomenal. It's so good.
I think I've
just
seen
like
the
they're adding
original of
color
this
now.
one.
Oh my gosh. You were saying it's just like what?
See, that is cool.
That's a,
You can kind
oh,
of
the
see
failure in the back. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Filling with acrylic? Wait. Oh, come on. That's That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
So
sure
this
they've-
It
is,
really gives that.
There's a huge
Yeah,
like
this is the
display
Lasso
that this
Hobbyer.
person's
So
made.
The Lasso Hobbyer is based out of Japan. He actually has an art book now of like loads of the resin dioramas that he's done. I'm like wondering if I have it in like close reach. Oh, I do not. If I had it in close reach, I'd show it. But he's like put together the coolest art book of like all the different dioramas he's done over the years. But like they're all like so impressive, like incredibly impressive.
Yeah, I mean, what do I
Okay.
gotta do to get my hands on one of these? I want it like right there. Just put it right there. And then
Oh my gosh, could
that's-
you imagine the like logistics of like the crate to ship something like this out as
Yeah,
well?
Imagine a life-size one. Oh wow! I mean, that would be ridiculous.
I don't know if I have seen
Yeah, I
this
was gonna
one.
say you
That
could
is
do this,
cool.
But like you've also got like 3D printers, right? You could feasibly in like
Mhm.
segments 3D print a life-size Leviathan now, couldn't you? Like and piece it all together.
Oh
If
mate,
anyone
people
needs
make
inspiration,
some mad shit
alright,
with 3D printers.
You're hearing it now.
I think
If
now
we need a
seeing the stuff
call
that
to
people are going to
action,
make for
we
Subnautica
need
2,
a
that is
life-size
going to be cool.
Reaper Leviathan. That would be so neat. Oh, okay. So this is
Ah,
the base
nice.
for the acrylic. Oh my! And they're putting the waves and everything.
Yep.
Oh,
I just-
wow, all
Oh.
the detail.
Yeah, the attention to
That
detail
is
is
so
the bit that
cool.
always like floors me.
I'm sure I've
every
seen
single
somebody
time.
do one, but with like a fish
With my
tank,
face, just
and they've
Yeah,
put
with
like
the
a
light
sea
on
moth
the-
and stuff
on
like
the
that
bottom,
in as
that's
well.
why
I
they
don't know
use-
if it's the same dude
that's
or
why
not.
They have the base.
That is awesome.
Oh, what a shot! Oh, You know what? I'll be over here. I'm good. It's just it's
It does look terrifying.
So what's this one?
Speaking of
What
3D
is that?
printing.
Yeah. Wait. So what is this here?
Someone that makes dragons by the looks of
These
it.
are like little 3D printed creatures. This is the ice
All
one, right? Looks like
So right from Below Zero.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
yeah. Oh, the satisfying like click click click.
So I don't.
Like putting it all together.
Below
so it
Zero, it just
articulates.
doesn't do it, man.
This
Doesn't
is,
tickle me.
Oscar Stevens.
That is cool though. That is really
yeah.
cool.
13 hour and 11. So literally 24-hour print here.
Jesus.
Oh, plus more,
Yeah.
plus another 8. Wow. Whoa.
This is Life Pod 2 coordinates attached.
Oh, this is from Subnautica 1. Yeah, Subnautica 1.
What is
What
this?
a beautiful animation.
They didn't want us to fight happen. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2.
Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust.
And I don't know how long we're going to last.
That's cool.
Request immediate assistance. We've got them big old fish in the water with us.
Hey, those things are a pain in the arse and just steal all your shit from you.
We'll have
Oh.
to. But it's 500 meters straight up.
I think I'm actually going to die down here.
Oh no.
Don't go home
Jolly
now,
good show, chaps.
Seriously. 3 out. 6 out.
7 out.
4 out.
It's of every single recording of each one of the life pods.
Yeah. That's so good because it like really kind of like obviously you hear them all through the game, but yeah, it just is phenomenal.
It really gives that like sense of dread too, especially at the end.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, that's epic.
purple painting. Oh,
That's so good.
Oh, that's amazing.
That looked so cool.
Oh, these are like little animations.
Subnautica TV series when?
Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool.
I fear nothing. That's very true. If you've played the original, everybody has gone up against the Leviathan with a knife and failed fucking miserably.
Yeah, it's the fan trailers that really make it too. I love that. I personally just love.
Yes.
It's like how Marguerite survived, like right. So
Yeah. Which
that was
which
cool.
is such a cool reveal in Below Zero when you find her and you're like, I can't like that's crazy.
只有一把刀、一个维修工具以及3升淡水。无论怎么说，
Because like you only dream of doing this in Subnautica 1, and to have her actually do it
Yep.
was crazy.
We know what
What a
that
great
is.
animation. Another wire mesh here.
Oh no, are we? I think we're back at the start, aren't we?
see, this is the thing that like I can't even like wrap my head around where I would even begin with something like this.
Like, what do you like? Someone needs to. I need. Please, I'm asking you guys out there. Like, how do you actually start? Like, what do you do? How do you know that you can do this? Like, what? I don't. The creative process for something like this is lost on me, but I can definitely appreciate all of the work that goes into it.
That's
It's kind
incredible.
of like the same as like it's so
I
fascinating.
would love to
to
just sit and
go
make something like
somewhere
that. I think this
we
might
have,
be the
like,
fish
Games
tank one.
Workshop, which is like for
Possibly.
minis for like Warhammer and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's like almost like that kind of skill set, but on like a much larger scale. Because like, oh the cat.
Jesus.
Yeah, that. I wanted to point out that was a really cool detail that they poured the epoxy or acrylic in. But they poured it in so then there would be bubbles in there, with the actual final detail. That's cool.
Yeah, that is wicked.
Oh, exactly what you're saying. God.
I want
That's
one.
so neat.
It genuinely like every single time.
That's some cool
just the
shit, man.
community- you're all so
I thought it was
talented.
going to be something like base building and stuff they were going to show, but no,
Whatever
that's
they,
really
put their
cool.
mind to, they can do. Whether it's like the smallest drawing or like even like crafting theories and everything. Like just every aspect of the community is just
Oh yeah, conspiracy theories galore.
incredible.
I mean, it's like at least with
The
what
way
we
to go.
saw here, it's like they get the vibe of Subnautica, right? It's not just like, okay, here's the Reaper Leviathan, call it a day. It's like, no, they understand like what it means to see it, and they show it in the art too, which is a wonderful. And then yeah, exactly what you're talking about with theories. I've spent long nights looking up Subnautica theories on what could have happened and what has happened.
There's always
like,
mad
summary
theories.
videos and other playthroughs. It's great. to
Those
see all the
bases
creative
look
stuff.
incredible.
Thank you so much for coming along and hosting this with me. It's always nice to be able to do this with someone else. And it's been a genuine pleasure. So thank you so
I'm
so
assuming
much
that is it. I want to see if we've got any special treats or anything like that right at the end.
I gotta, yeah. This is you've really, you're the community manager and you've really fostered a great community here, and are the
And
host of
yeah, the
fantastic show. I know
Subnautica
that
community
you're
is
excited,
one of the
as
best.
much, if not more,
They're just
than a lot
chill.
of people out there, because you've been working on this, you've seen everything, all the iterations of the game. So, thank you so much for making this such an enjoyable experience for us all.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. For everyone who is still sticking around, there are still a few days. If you haven't already wishlisted Subnautica 2, you can still go ahead and wishlist it.
Oh, hell yeah.
It'll just remind you that
It is already there.
the game has come out, but as a reminder,
I was hoping to try and get early
it will
access,
be
but I don't think I will. I don't think I'm big
dead
enough for that.
is coming. You have all of the giveaways that you can still get involved in, so
So the
go
link
ahead,
for me
go enjoy those,
is
have a chance.
down in the description down below if you do want to check any of that out. This will take you to the main stream, which has all of their links as well for all of the stuff on. So at the end, at the moment, I can still hear it. They're just wrapping up about everything that we've gone over at the start. So pretty quiet. May the 14th. It should be coming out at around 4 p.m. UK time. So brilliant. We got 5 days left. It's going to be a slow 5 days, but we're going to get some absolutely incredible stuff. And I'm buzzing. I'm all for it. It ain't long. And yeah, as soon as it comes out, we're going to be covering loads of cool stuff, doing tips, tricks, guides, all of that good stuff. So if that sounds good, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, make sure you stick around for much more. We're going to try and stream at least once a week, probably on like a Monday or something, like 8:30. It'll only be for an hour and a half, and I'm only going to do it once a week. I did try and do it 2 or 3 times a week and just couldn't keep up and then kept letting people down. So we'll try and do it for that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. For today, we're going to wrap that one up there. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you all for sticking around. It's been a long stream. First time I've been streaming for, what, probably 2 years now. So I'm going to try and get fully back in and enjoy it. Hopefully you guys too as well. If there's anything you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. For today, I've been Wired. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.